This hasn't aged well at all. Late-night shows used to be about comedy, something lighthearted to help people relax before going to bed. But ever since Donald Trump entered the picture, most of these shows turned into non-stop political talk. And if anyone is guilty of taking this too far, Jimmy Kimmel is near the top of the list. The guy just can't let Trump go. In fact, only 2 weeks before the election, he showed up on MSNBC's Morning Joe making wild claims that, looking back now, haven't stood the test of time. So today, let's break down exactly what happened.
Optimistic person. I'm not hysterical. I laugh when people say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. I think if you're a reasonable person, you should have Trump derangement syndrome. And by the way, I think he has derangement syndrome about us, too. The fact of the matter is, this is a dangerous person. This is a stupid person, and that's a bad combination. And I think what we're forgetting, I keep forgetting it, and I have to keep reminding myself, is he's not just running for president. He's running to stay out of prison. And that's a pretty powerful thing. He is literally running for his freedom.
And honestly, what am I even supposed to say? He starts off by claiming, I'm not hysterical. Yet within seconds, he proves he's completely the opposite. Classic Jimmy. His obsession with Trump isn't just a short phase, it's basically a side career. It's like Trump lives rent-free in his head, and there's no chance of eviction. You'd think Trump personally insulted him the way he acts. But no, that's just Trump derangement syndrome in action. Logic is nowhere to be found, it's pure emotion dressed up as political commentary. Jimmy seems to see himself as the voice of reason, but there's nothing reasonable about his dramatic end-of-the-world routine. It became crystal clear when he brought on a member of the Beatles.
Great to have you here. How are you?
I'm doing really good, thank you.
Are you an American citizen?
No.
You are not.
Can you tell by my accent?
Are you worried at all?
No.
You're not. Why not?
Why would I be worried?
You know, they're knocking on doors.
Hey, I'll come to you and you can say...
I'll throw my body right over you, believe me.
Credit to Ringo Starr for not taking the bait. Jimmy was pushing the same fear-based story we've heard for years. The idea that if Trump got a second term, America would instantly collapse into something out of a nightmare. This is all about keeping people scared, because scared voters don't think clearly. And that's where fear-mongering gets dangerous. It's not about truth, it's about control. Frighten people enough, and they'll vote however you want. Jimmy was clearly hoping Ringo would join in on the panic, but he didn't. Unlike other fading celebrities who repeat whatever they're told, Ringo didn't jump on board. You'd think by now the public would catch on to the pattern, but these recycled scare tactics keep getting airtime. Political commentator Scott Jennings even pointed out how late-night hosts now act like activists more than comedians, and he made some solid points.
I mean, the rest of these people have become pathetic. I mean, they stopped being comedians, and they started becoming political activists. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel out here crying. I mean, it's pathetic. And so, my question is, if you're going to have a late-night comedy show, at some point, people might expect it to be funny and not just a constant political screed against one party. And I don't know that this activism for 4 more years is sustainable if you're going to market something as comedy, but the actual product is nothing more than sort of lowbrow political activism.
Let's be honest. If these late-night shows started making fun of the left and their ridiculous policies, who would keep signing their checks? That's the issue. They've been one-sided for so long that people are tuning out. Comedy is supposed to take shots at everyone, not just one group. And because they forgot that, ratings across the board are sliding downhill.
During the Biden years, there was nobody that provided more comedy fodder possible than Joe Biden. I mean, he was a walking...
He was made fun of.
He was absolutely not.
He was left alone.
Harris was left alone.
No.
They got nothing. They didn't get 10% of what they deserved.
He's too old.
Meanwhile, over on Fox, Greg Gutfeld is leading the pack. His numbers are strong because he's genuine. What you see is what you get. Things have gotten so bad for the competition that NBC just cut The Tonight Show back to 4 nights a week instead of 5. That's a huge move in late-night television. If the show was still connecting with audiences, those cuts wouldn't be happening. It's a sign of the times. Even Piers Morgan spoke about it on the Megyn Kelly show, and as always, he didn't hold back.
I would say further, Megyn, what the hell happened in late night in America? When Johnny Carson was the king of late night, nobody knew who he voted for. Nobody knew. He made a point of mocking both sides. Jay Leno said yesterday, he said, I don't like Trump, but it was a great week for democracy. And salute to Jay Leno. I interviewed him last year about this. He doesn't understand why these late night guys want to be so obviously partisan. Why? And they're all partisan one way. And there's a reason why Greg Gutfeld is kicking all their backsides in late night on Fox. And it's because he's genuinely funny. He's a comedian.
You can even see it in the style of comedy itself. Real humor has been replaced with lectures and moral sermons. Need an example? Look at Jimmy Kimmel again on Morning Joe, acting like he's standing on some moral high ground.
Next voice, next voice.
The hypocrisy is incredible. He criticizes people while being part of the exact same problem himself. It's like he can't see that he's guilty of the very things he's pointing fingers at.
These guys think they're sort of preaching to some weird choir that wants them to be terribly serious and take all this very personally when their guy, or woman in this case, doesn't win an election. We don't give a stuff. Just be funny. And one of the things that I don't watch any of them anymore, but I see the clips, they're so worthy. The virtue signaling is so pathetic. Get over yourselves and go back.
And here's another point. After Trevor Noah left, there's basically no diversity left in late-night TV. If these hosts truly believe in diversity and inclusion like they preach, then shouldn't they step aside and give others a chance? But of course, that's not going to happen. They love to talk the talk, but when it comes to actually doing something, they stay put. So the real question is, how long will audiences put up with this before they start demanding actual change?
And if change does come, who will be the first to step forward?
I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below. And if you think your friends should know about this, go ahead and share the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.